88.1 XFM, Toronto's music station. Also, another episode of Night Time with Marty, sponsored by Jets Car Grooming. If you're in Toronto and you want your car spick and span, go to Jets Car Grooming. I've got a pretty good friend of mine who does a lot of boxing and also is a friend of John Austin, who I interviewed yesterday. So say hello to Khaled.
Hello, how's it going?
Hey. So, how long have you known John?
I've known him close to a year now.
Yeah.
We're close to a year.
And how did you guys meet?
We met through my sister. He worked at Taco Bell.
Okay.
And it's kind of crazy because when we first met, I guess I was being kind of harsh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very social guy, but as many people are around their siblings, my only sibling actually, I'd be defensive.
Yeah.
So we had verbal like disagreements, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got on your Instagram bio that you do Hoover wrestling. What exactly is that?
Okay, so Hoover is my high school, the high school that I go to, and wrestling is a sport.
Yeah.
Form of martial arts that is somehow allowed in schools. In the U.S., at least, I don't know. Yeah. I stopped wrestling because of my injuries.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, if it wasn't for your injuries, do you think that you would go on to doing professional wrestling, like being in the WWE, or going to more mainstream UFC?
So I wouldn't do WWE no matter what. It's just against martial arts morals, I guess. A lot of hate on that. But I come from Kuwait, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Middle Eastern country by Dubai and Saudi Arabia and all these countries. And ever since I was a kid, ever since I was 3, I actually practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo.
Mm-hmm.
My dad grabbed me, threw me in the dojo, the gym, the mat, whatever people want to call it. And he was like, you're going to practice this because, I'm not going to have people smack you around or disrespect you. And he's pretty old school. I don't know if John mentioned that or not. He's really harsh. He started Marines and he competed in judo, which is, in my opinion, one of the hardest martial arts for 23 years, and he competed in Japan. So he has all his credentials, and he did MMA. He actually did a professional MMA. He didn't make it to the UFC at that time. At the time, he didn't know of the UFC and stuff because we moved here 7 years ago because he stuck with the Marines. So I wouldn't do WWE. Going to the UFC is one of actually my goals. Long-term life goal. I've been training for it ever since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I know how to fight, but I've done all these martial arts. And John, I'm pretty sure y'all talked about it.
Yeah.
We went to a social media boxing event.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked to people, and hopefully, everything goes as planned, and we make it happen.
Fingers crossed for that. Now, I'm pretty sure all the females that watch my videos are going to ask this question, so I'm just going to ask, how much do you weigh? How much can you lift?
Okay, so on bench press, I can bench press 315 pounds at 148 pounds, which is, over double my weight.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people that go into the gym, their goals are, I want to bench 225, right? I want that to be my max. And not to sound cocky or anything, but let's just say I could warm up with that. But yeah, I'm actually on a calorie deficit. I weigh 153 right now. Mm-hmm. I can control my weight due to all the martial arts that that I grew up doing. Because it's like weight classes, like the UFC's weight classes. Mm-hmm. So I was bulking up 6 weeks out. I was 6 weeks back. That's what I meant. I was 187 pounds. Now I'm 153, 13% body fat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So, of course, doing all these martial arts, you need to stick to a specific diet. So,
Yes.
can you go through what a normal diet is for you doing so many brands of martial arts?
Okay, so as of right now, as I said, I'm on a calorie deficit, and for the people that don't know what that is, it's where you cut your calories short
Mhm.
in order to lose fat and maintain muscle or build muscle, or just lose weight in general. So I have my we call it macros. I have all my macros down, which are calories, carbs, protein, fat, fibers.
Mhm.
So my calorie intake right now is about 1,800. It fluctuates a day, depending on how many carbs I'm eating. I eat about 400 grams of protein, which sucks, um, and about 200 or 150 grams of carbs,
Mhm.
71 or 72 grams of fibers each day, and like 30 grams of fats. And it's funny that you asked that because today I talked to my nutrition coach and we're tweaking that plan. But I would wake up every single day and I would eat some Fiber One cereal,
Mhm.
which is cereal that tastes like dirt, kind of cardboard.
Yeah.
I would eat a bowl of that mixed with oats, fat-free milk, organic milk, a tablespoon of honey, and some isolate protein, a scoop of isolate protein. That's for my first breakfast. My second breakfast, I would eat because a lot of meals.
Yeah.
For my second, I would eat about 4 or 6 egg whites, and sometimes I would mix an egg yolk with them, just a single egg yolk.
Yeah.
So for fats, and then later that day I would have 2 or 3 meals, which consist of nothing but protein.
Yeah.
So I try to get my carbs and fibers during the morning, which is my breakfast, my first breakfast. So I could have energy to make it through the day. I go to school for about 3 hours, 30 minutes because I'm a senior in high school,
Mhm.
and then come back home pretty depleted. Come back home, I take a nap, whip out 3 chicken breasts, grilled, no salt. I don't salt. I don't put salt or any type of seasoning on my food except black pepper,
Mhm.
which also. Um, so yeah, I eat 3 chicken breasts, and then later that night I would eat 2 pieces of fish.
Yeah.
And I don't drink sodas. I only drink sodas once every 3 weeks.
Mhm.
The only liquids that I put in my body are creatine, pump formula, muscle leaner, and pre-workout.
Mhm. So, how hard was it? Because I imagine when you were young, like you were able to eat like sweets and fast food and stuff like that.
100%.
Hmm?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real,
So,
growing up. John actually saw me when I was fat when we first met because I started working out, doing bodybuilding movements and compound movements, 9 months out. And I was pretty fat. It was pretty good to eat ice cream for breakfast. Eat chocolate whenever I want.
yeah.
And for people that ask, how did you do that before, while you had to cut weight and lose weight for wrestling meets or wrestling deals, and mainly I lost water weight. So right now it's really hard. It's tempting, but luckily, as I said, my dad is a bodybuilder and he's a martial artist. So we don't really have chocolate around the house. We don't have chips.
Yeah.
It's like you want a snack, you're gonna go eat turkey slices.
Yeah.
But going out with friends, seeing them get sour cream on their Chipotle bowls, you're like, I want that.
Yeah.
So I'd say
How would of course doing all this stuff you do get cravings. How do you kind of sort out the mentality of I'm doing this for me? Like if I want a bowl of ice cream but I don't need it. I want it but I don't need it. How do you kind of sort out the mentality of that?
so. Actually, with this, I'd like to go in detail about this for the people. to, I don't know, it motivated me, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say go for just 2 weeks. And I mean it, just 2 weeks. Eat clean, right? Eat clean. I'm saying white rice, good source of protein, no fats. Don't, obviously you need fats to build muscle and lose weight, but don't forget that Snickers bar. Don't eat ice cream before going to bed. Give it 2 weeks, and if you don't see progress, then eat whatever you want. But for me personally, to cut, what's 187 subtracted by 153? That's 34 pounds. But for me to lose about 34, 35 pounds in a matter of 6 weeks, getting more defined, looking bigger, because the leaner you are, the bigger your muscles look. That, seeing the progress, that's what drives me. And after those 2 weeks of eating clean and dieting properly, right? Forget the exercising part, because if you don't just lay down in bed for 24 hours every single day and you're eating clean, then you're going to see progress. And for me, that progress is what drives me. Like when I walk in the gym's mirror and I look at myself, I'm like, okay, I see my shoulders. People tell, you get compliments. You look better, this, and that. That's what drives me. So like at the gym, the guys would be like, hey, are you down to go grab something to eat later? My first question is always, yes, where? And then they'd start listing places, and I'm like, well, I can't eat that fried chicken. I'm sorry. I can't go eat brownies that have ice cream on top. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what's a typical workout for you? Because of course for me, like when I try and work out, I don't go to the gym. I normally do push-ups, star jumps, like the easy stuff for a person like me that doesn't work out most of the time. So what's a typical workout for you?
So a typical workout would be going to the gym, warm my shoulders, my elbows, right? Those are two things that I suffer with injuries from. So I need to warm up no matter what I'm, whatever day it is, except if it's leg day, then I'll warm up, my shoulders or elbows. That's kind of obvious. But I would go get those two things warmed up. Today I had back and biceps today, right? So I warmed up my shoulders, right? Lateral raises, and then warmed up my elbows doing bicep curls, and then warmed up my back doing pull-ups. 3 different types of pull-ups, 3 sets, and then continue with bodybuilding compound movements.
Okay. So when you first started doing martial arts, how difficult was it to start doing it to now that it's a breeze doing it now? When you first started, how difficult was it?
Well, when I first started, I surprisingly I remember this. When I first started, I remember not wanting to be there. I remember, being scared, afraid of losing, afraid of being made fun of, because I couldn't do, cartwheels. I couldn't do handstands. I couldn't do all these things. I couldn't even do a backflip or, roll on my back or anything.
Yeah.
But once I sat there looked at other people and realized that everyone else is focused on themselves, trying to get better, I just kind of tunnel vision, like block everyone and just did me. And now that's crazy because I wrestled at the gym's mat around weights yesterday. And me personally, John would tell you that I would never, ever return a chance of wrestling. So I actually even boxed one of my good friends. He's about 24, I'm 17. He has about a foot of height on me, well over 70 or 80 pounds on me, and I boxed in the gym's parking lot. Wow. Yeah, I just, it's like the gym. After when you hit your first cartwheel, when you're able to put somebody in a chokehold, when you're able to blast somebody for the first time, it's addicting.
Yeah.
It's like video games. I'm an amateur gamer. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when you drop your first 20 bomb in Warzone, you're like, dang, I want to do that again.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps on going up. Winning your first solo, this is the same thing. It's addicting. Progress is addicting. You know, but my advice for people, I'd just say focus on yourself. You know, don't look at other people. If you're just getting into something, don't get demotivated by seeing a black belt. You know, if you're a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and you see a black belt doing all these, you know, different types of arm bars, flying arm bar, rolling knee bar, you know, putting somebody in a guillotine, like that's professional level, you know. And once you start working your way up through the belts, you're like, dang, I want to do that.
Okay.
So,
Well, this is a recurring segment I have in my show. It's called Quickfire Questions, something to keep my guests up on their toes. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. You got to answer them as quickly as you can.
okay.
All right. Favorite color?
Blue.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Coke or Sprite?
Coke.
Horrors or comedies?
Horrors.
Favorite horror movie?
It.
Okay. Favorite workout?
Back day. It was just.
Favorite celebrity?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Okay. If you had one place in the world to go to, where would you go?
Back home, Kuwait.
Okay. What's one thing you miss about home?
My mom.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Back home.
Back home. Fair enough. Favorite movie not starring Vin Diesel?
Watch movies.
Okay. Let's go with favorite song.
Favorite song? Montreal by The Weeknd.
Okay, and last one. Let's go with, if you could pick one person to spar, who would it be?
Right now?
Yeah.
John Austin.
I'll make sure to send it to him. Okay. Well, here's your revenge on me. You get to ask me some quick-fire questions, and you can be as difficult as you want. Let's go.
How old?
Hmm?
How old are you?
19.
Is that your natural hair color?
No, I'm naturally blonde.
That's sick. What are you into? Like, do you like gaming?
Music, acting, and comedy.
Oh, that's pretty dope. I saw your voice impersonations. How long did it take to just like put these down, like nail them like you do?
Yeah. It takes a while to get to find them down, but once you do it, they're there for you forever.
Okay, last question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Austin?
Next question.
I don't have any more questions.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna play a game. Do you want to do general knowledge, or do you want to do a Mike Time with Marty classic?
General knowledge.
General knowledge. Well, lucky for you, I have a giant box sitting right here.
Dang.
And we're just gonna pick out a random one. Let's go with. Okay. Name 3 types of sushi.
California roll.
Mm-hmm.
This sushi's literally my worst type of food. Like, I hate that. There's a Michael Jackson sushi roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's fried. And is it called crab legs?
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, okay, crab leg sushi.
Why not? Pick 3 people. All right. Okay. Name 3 sports beginning with S.
Name 3 what?
Name 3 sports beginning with S.
Soccer, swimming.
Mhm.
Singing. No, that's not a sport. I don't know.
Don't worry, John was stuck on this one as well.
For real?
For real. Softball, swimming, and soccer.
Right, softball.
Why not? Name 3 colors.
Blue, purple, yellow.
Okay. Name 3 languages that you can speak.
I can only speak 2.
Okay.
English and Arabic. Some Spanish. I used to learn French, but stopped.
Okay. Name 3 brands of clothing.
Supreme, Dolce & Gabbana, Gymshark.
Okay. Name 3 politicians.
I don't know. I'm failing English.
Like presidents, mayors, anything.
Presidents?
Yeah.
Oh, easy. Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and Biden.
Okay. Let's go with name 3. What was that?
I heard poets at first. Said what?
Name 3 apps.
Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok.
Okay. And then name 3 TV shows that you grew up watching.
SpongeBob. Does anime count?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z and One Piece.
Okay. Let's do one more. Name. Okay. What year was YouTube created?
2001.
2005. You're very close.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with name 3 ways to search for a photo.
Safari, Google, Yahoo.
Okay, cool. Name 3 celebrities starting with the letter B.
Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
Beyonce, Boris Johnson,
Okay.
Bob Saget.
I don't know the last one.
Okay, fair enough. And last one, pick 3 types of furniture.
Table, chair, bed.
All right, sweet. Okay, cool. So you're very good with your general knowledge. Sweet. So,
Yeah.
if you were to ever come across someone that was wanting to do what you do, to do martial arts, to do weightlifting and everything like that, what advice would you give them?
As I said, man, just focus on yourself, take that step now. Like with the gyms, I've been going to the gym for about 6 years. Started doing bodybuilding for a year, almost a year. And January is the most crowded the gym has ever been. Don't say next year. Don't say next Monday. If you want something, get it now. Hold that. My nutrition coach told me this today. Hold yourself accountable. Own up to your mistakes. If you want to lose weight, for example, right, then go do cardio. If you want to lose weight, then you ate a brownie today, for example, or a tub of ice cream, do more cardio. Own up to it. And it's okay. We all slip up. We all have cravings. So just focus on yourself. Progress is addicting. and just start now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If you could pick one person to be on Mic Time with Marty, who would it be?
Somebody that I think, me personally, I genuinely think that he has a lot to share is one of my closest friends. His name is Alex Carball, and he's the most loyal person ever. He will push you to go and get whatever you want. If you want to get educated into real estate, and he has absolutely nothing, no information to do or anything to do with real estate, he's gonna push you. He's gonna come up with facts. He's gonna research it. He's gonna, help you do it. He's gonna help you achieve anything that you want to achieve. He's very supportive, as I said. He's very loyal, and one of the main reasons why I want him to be here is because growing up, he had the toughest time anyone could think of. So that man has made it through adversity. Like, he's seen it all. He's lost family members. We all lost family members, but when you lose both your parents, due to criminal activities or anything, it sucks.
Yeah.
He'd probably answer the question that you asked me just now about if I encountered someone that wanted to get into, martial arts or bodybuilding. He'd probably answer it better than I. To get to where he's at.
Yeah.
So Alex Carball, I'll send you his phone number and or Instagram or whatever. He's been off social media to just focus on himself. But that's one of the cool things about him.
Awesome. All right, yeah. Khaled, I'm going to give you the floor. Instagram, TikTok, everything. Let people know what's going on.
What do you mean?
Just give everyone your socials. Just your
okay.
TikToks, everything like that.
That's a black Chinese kid on all of them. TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram.
Okay.
That's what I go by, or you call me Bear, but this black Chinese kid.
Fair enough. All right, well, Khaled, I've been asking you a lot of questions throughout this almost half hour. Do you have any questions for me about what I do or anything like that?
Do you play video games?
Sometimes.
Do you play COD?
No.
Do you play Forza?
Yes.
Okay, then we should definitely race sometime.
Okay, sweet.
I'm actually big into cars too, like in real life.
Oh.
That's one of the things that I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm. I actually saw on your Instagram you had a story just all dedicated to cars.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang. I wish I could have that.
I love cars. I don't want to say I'm passionate about a lot of things, but the things that I am passionate about, as you can tell, I take very seriously. I learn everything about it.
Okay, cool. Well, Khaled, what are you doing? Because it's almost like midnight for you, isn't it?
I'm fixing to go get in the shower and hit the bed.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. But I mean, I have time. As I said, I only go to school for like 3 hours. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well, Khaled, thank you so much for taking your time. Who knows? Maybe when you become big, rich, and famous, we could do this again sometime.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me.
No worries, man.
Pleasure.
See you later.
See you, man.